Hello. In this presentation, I will explain what the object fit property is and how to use it. Object fit property defines how an element responds to the height and width of its content box. Let's take a look. I'm going to start with an original image over here. And what I'm going to do is set the dimensions to a width of 200 pixels and a height of 300 pixels. So let's see what happens. As you can see here, the original image is now stretched out and it's distorted looking. It's really hard to see what all is within the picture itself. So let's go ahead and undo that. Now let's test out the object fit property cover. Let's set our dimensions to a width of 200 pixels and our height to 300 pixels. Now this time we're going to use the object fit cover property. So I'm going to type in object fit and cover. Save. Okay, let's see what happens here. So our image looks a lot better this time. Our image is covering the specified dimensions. You'll notice that we do not see the image in its entirety, and that's okay. This is characteristic of object fit cover. If we need to see a specific part of that image, we can make some adjustments, as I'll show you now. So here, we're going to say object position, and then let's just say that we need to see the steeple on this church, so I'll say top left. Okay, so down here you'll notice that our image is on that church. Okay, let's take a look at object fit fill. In this property, you may see stretching or squishing of the image. That's because the image is resized to fill the given dimensions, regardless of its aspect ratio. So let's go ahead and set our dimensions here to our 200 and 300. Let's put object fit, oops, and then fill. Okay, well, let's scroll down here. Our object fit fill is pretty similar to what it looked like when we just set the dimensions. Okay. The next is contain. In contain, the image keeps its aspect ratio, but is resized to fit within the dimensions we give. So when I put in my dimensions, we put contain here. So when we do that, you'll see that the image is contained inside the dimensions. Sorry, the object is contained inside the dimensions, but it doesn't cover or fill the dimensions as the others did. As you can see here, I set the background color to gray so that you can see that it is inside of that our dimensions that we specified, but its aspect ratio remains. If we look at our next property, object fit none, something interesting happens. In my HTML, I set the width for the image to 500 pixels, as you can see here. Then when I go into my CSS and change the width and the height as I did with the other images, and then use none, let's see. It totally overrides what I specified in my HTML and simply places an image within the dimensions of my CSS. The last property is object fit scale down. When we use this property, it scales down the image to the smallest version of none. let's set our dimensions and take a look. And there you have it, guys. I really appreciate your time, and hopefully this was helpful for you.